It's partially raised at the moment. Actually feels quite a good position. Before I do some more work on the mast, I'm fitting my rudder stock, and as you can see here, I've had to grind a bit of clearance on it. And the other thing I'm doing is I have to take this off to drill those holes, and there's no other way to hold it except for that bit of wood on the other side. I'm using some hot glue around it. Hopefully that'll hold it while I get the first hole drilled. Here we go. I think I can take this off now before I put the bolt in there. And hopefully this peels off. Oh, I did a good job. Now I've just got to reach from the inside and put a nut on there. I whipped up this stainless steel tiller out of some leftover 3/4 or 20mm stainless tube I had, and I overbent all the corners so I could come back here and tweak it. So yeah, I hope it works out. I think it'll be a good tiller. I'll have to put somewhere to mount the autopilot with it, so like a bit of bar across there or something. That'll help strengthen it. So in the meantime, the tweaking continues. All set up for welding. So it's Thursday morning. I'm quite happy with the progress on the tiller, the rudder stock. I've got to glue some threaded rod into these tapped holes here eventually. These are just temporary, these screws. But as you can see, I've got some adjustment there for the height of the tiller, and I think that's going to be quite handy as to when you're sitting and steering, or when you're standing and steering. Definitely I'll need a tiller extension on this boat because quite a bit of the steering will be done sitting up there. So what's my mission today? Well, the rudder isn't in there at the moment, but basically on the back of the rudder there'll be like a clamping piece which is pulled towards the rudder stock by some lines that are closed and tensioned with this cam lock kind of situation. It's going to be a bit of fun to do. All this is because many years ago I saved a picture of a similar system, and all it was a picture, nothing finished, but it seemed like a really good idea, and so I thought I'd duplicate it one day if that day ever came. This is the day. Hopefully what I'm doing is becoming self-explanatory. This is the lever that will tighten some lines that'll go around the back of the rudder here. There'll be a pin through here, and I'm not sure what I'll do there yet. It might be a reasonable sized pin, step down for those holes there, and then 2 holes drilled in there, or one hole probably, to tension a line that goes into two lines that come along here, down here, and along here. Now I'm gonna just temporarily make it out of 4x2 because I have to see if this even works, because what I suspect might happen, and it could be a downside of this clamp, is you release the clamp, you slacken the lines. What'll happen is this block will drop down a little bit, and then you can either raise or lower the rudder. I'm not sure what's going to happen in that. Well, it's not going to self-center. It needs to find its ideal place here, which will clamp it. Doesn't matter if the lines are a little bit of an angle, but I was thinking I might have to make a clamping block somehow that goes all the way up to here, and is supported somehow vertically by the rudder stock there, or a line that goes down diagonally and stops it slipping up and down. But that's why I'm doing a bit of a temporary device now to see if this all works, or we'll make it work, I'm sure, somehow. It's close enough now that I can test it. This, of course, will be glassed and painted. I think this line ultimately needs to go through a ring on the inside here. It needs to stay pretty much in line with the tube, that's why. Otherwise the cam doesn't work quite as well as it should. But it does work. And obviously this line around here will have to go through some kind of restrainer down here. But I think making it go like this, as long as this is strong enough, actually works quite well, instead of having the line go up there, look down there and across there, which I was thinking first of all. So I'll give it a go now. You sure can't push it down. And the idea of this, of course, is this line shouldn't be too strong, and if the rudder ever hits the bottom, there'll be some give in this line. So it's partially raised at the moment. Actually feels quite a good position. And there it is, locked. Lifting. Oops. That's not good. Might work a bit better when it's wet. I'm quite pleased with that. At the moment, well, there's a slot here. I can adjust the angle of the tiller. When this rotates, it's hitting this right now. If I lower it down just a little bit, it won't. I've got some nylon washers under here, but I think it could be adjustable for height as long as I put these lines through a ring on the inside of here. Okay, hopefully this now won't hit that. No, it doesn't. So it slides down. It's working better than I thought it would. It slides up into position. So it's sitting on the ground now. If I want to lift it up, you can use 2 hands if you want to. Rudder raised. Quite happy with that. It's a little bit of finishing to do. I think if I make whatever I put on the inside of this in the way of glassing, if I make it slippery, it'll be a good thing. But I won't be using graphite again, because this, as you see, is marking this because of the graphite. So yeah, a couple of refinements and we're good to go. Locked. Of course it's going to go down a lot further. locked again in the raised position. I am quite happy with that. It's nice when a plan comes together. Well, my trial of this rudder system has really worked. Very happy with it. There's some finishing off to do, of course. I might make something so that this lever can't rotate over and hit the rudder itself. I thought it was going to miss, but it doesn't quite when the till is in the up position. The other thing I've got to do is mount the autopilot. So I'll probably have to put some kind of arrangement down here that the autopilot can hook onto, and that'll clear everything when it's in the down position as well. What else? Got to do some fiberglassing and painting on that clamp block. I think that clamp block like it is not too bad. It seems to have worked quite well like that. I'll probably use some line that stretches more, has a little bit more flex in it. This has probably got a dynamic core, this line here. I want it to have a little bit of give in case the boat hits the bottom. It's good that this remains adjustable up and down. It barely is at the moment because I've got it clamped up. Plus, unless this line's in line with those hinges there, it tends to want to pull it one way or the other. If I went over the top, it would be pulling it up. At the moment, it's pulling it down. But as for a steering position, it's quite good. Even just like this without the tiller extension, it's good. But the cabin's in the way, so the steering position on this boat is more likely to be something like this, and with a tiller extension. It won't need to be a big one, probably about 1 meter, and I'll have to mount it in a way which doesn't get in the way of your hand here. I think that'll be pretty easy to do. I'll have a look online tonight, see what I can buy, or I'll make something. I might even put some Kevlar inside here. It's a pain to work with, but inside something like that it might go quite well. I anticipated it might need this line here, which I've just temporarily set up so that when these lines go slack, it stops this clamp block from sliding down. I think that'll be a really good thing to have that there. So I'll probably have to put some saddles on the back of this that I can screw into. I think there's a fairly easy way to get this fiberglass inside this, which I've pre-coated with resin. It's going to be about 0.9 of a millimeter thick. I've put some plastic sheet on here, which is about 1/3 of a millimeter, so when I take this off, there'll be some clearance, and I put some tape on the other side so it won't stick to the rudder. The good thing about this is if I don't get it right, it's very easy to replace it. Right, that cloth's fairly saturated, so that when I wrap it round, it goes evenly into here. Hopefully if I get it right, there won't be any voids. Why the peel ply? Because when it's cured, I want to pull this peel ply out and give it a couple of coats of resin in there so it's nice and slippery and slides up and down the rudder good. What's wrong with this picture, guys? Oh my god, that was nearly a mistake. The peel ply's on the wrong side. I'm glad you guys were a bit worried about that. That's how easy it is to make a mistake at this time of the day. Gosh, I'm so glad I picked that up. Hopefully I've got just the right gap so that it squeezes this cloth a little bit. It looks like it's a good fit. It's giving some resistance. And it's nearly there. I've made it long enough so I can trim a little bit off either end. I could have made it of lighter timber, but it does have to be a little bit strong and resist compressing. It's probably nearly freezing tonight, but I'm pretty sure this will go off even though it's a slow hardener. It's coming out both ends, so I think that's going to be a fine thing. So that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.